Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. This video is going to be strictly an Etsy shop restock video. I have 5 different categories of items that I'm going to show, and I hope you stay tuned till the end because they get progressively more interesting, more vintage, more valuable. So you can see these Aunt Martha's hot iron transfers. I did a bit of research, and apparently this company was family owned, and they started printing these things during the Depression. And I believe that they are still available. The company changed hands a couple of times, had a rebranding, and actually also now owns Vogart, DMC, and some other companies I'm unfamiliar with. Colonial Patterns Incorporated, I guess, is the current owner. Anyway, I'll just quickly show you the ones that I've listed in my shop. Gay Colonial Miss. So that's another one of those 7-day week kind of, and a pot holder. Flower of the Month. Oh, and I have to say that with 1 or 2 exceptions, all of these are sealed and unused. So this one, I think this one might have been used. And this one, the package is open, but it's intact. And this one is sports. That looks kind of vintage to me. Pansies, Butterflies, and Child's Motif. Nursery Rhyme Crib Spread. Now that's a really small number, so I don't know if this is the oldest one in the bunch. Mind you, it's got a barcode. Who knows? Those look vintage to me. Polly Parakeet, Hootie Owls, for the people who love owls, Northwoods Lodge, Butterfly and Floral Motifs, Floral Accents for Pillowcases, Hearts, Birds, Butterflies, Floral. So those will be in my shop, and with obviously a choice. Next, I have put together a bridal bundle. Oh, I left the pages behind. Oh, I guess this may not show that well against my fabric. Whoa, my fabric backdrop, but I will draw attention to the highlights. So this, I've harvested these bits from the wedding gown. It was a Da Vinci bridal couture gown from the 1980s. So, let me kind of show you what's here. So I've got a piece of white on white wedding paper, 13 pictures or pages out of Bridal Magazine, and you can see there's some real doozies in there. And I know that everybody wishes that they had a dress, that they were a bridesmaid in a dress like that, because, hey, you can't have too many big bows and poofy sleeves, can you? And this awkward, whatever that length was. 5 pages out of a bridal book, you know, vintagey images from weddings. Some glittery lace, some crinoline material, so that's a little coarser than tulle. That's what held that 1980s gown up. some satin from that dress, pearl strand, 12 of these white ribbon roses, 12 of these pearl strands that are sort of in a circular shape, some trim, some dangly beaded trim, just a couple of little wine glass holders made of honor and bride. That's not vintage, obviously. And then, you know, a variety of sizes and shapes of lace, sequin, beaded, embroidered appliques. So this is part of a hem, so it's got that scalloped edge there. This is, I think this might have come off a sleeve. You wouldn't believe the size of those sleeves. Here is one that is, or a couple that are not attached to any fabric backing. Some smaller individual motifs, a couple of ribbon roses, and then this gigantic piece. So it's got, I mean, well, you can see what it's got. It's got a couple of oversized ones and 3 smaller ones. So there is plenty here to do more than one bridal journal or any other crafting that you may choose to want to do with really exceptional appliques. Next, I didn't even know these things existed, but, oopsie, just had a little disaster. These are called, alternatively, tobacco silks, felts, or flannels. In this case, I would say that the more accurate term is silks because that's exactly how it feels. It feels silky. So I have 5 Union Jacks. Now these were manufactured and inserted into packages of tobacco between 1905 and 1910. So they are obviously more than 100 years old. And the intention, I guess, was to get women of the household interested in the product, obviously, by enticing them with this sort of gift with purchase. And the intention was that it be used for, you know, crafts and so on. Apparently quilts and so on were made with them. So here's one from Ireland. Here is another one. It says Great Britain War. This one is Australia. And this one is the United States with 48 stars. Now, these are all approximately 6.5 by 4.5. So there are those. And remember, over 100 years old. Now, these are very interesting. I didn't know these existed. I haven't been able to, I might have to lift my camera up a bit to get more of it in. Now, these are publications. It says junior. Oh, this one says language and arts. The Modern Magazine for Boys and Girls. Now, I have 9 altogether. The first 7 are a larger size, and they are approximately 13 by 9. Now, in each, oh, and I need to draw your attention. If the cover art looks unusual, and I'll show you each cover, it's because these were actual sculptures. It says cover sculpture by Avis Lee, and then the photographer's name. So I'll show you them one by one. You can see in this case, this is May 1947. The cover is separated, but in pretty darn good shape considering how old it is. Now, these magazines were published by, oh, maybe there's a page missing here in this one. Typically, there would be an index right about there. Now, they are a combination of music, short stories, activities, crafts, and so on. And some of them are done with this, you know, monochrome printing. And in birch, I love these. When we had craft classes, quite often I would do posters selling the idea of the crafts by using, I don't know what these are called exactly, where you use a picture of a car rather than the word car, but I love putting that together. So things like that. Now, so far not in this one, I mean, other than some page missing, here's some kind of scale drawing of a craft. Okay, in virtually all of them, there will be pencil markings like this. There may be some crayon scribbles. And there's usually a couple of cartoons like that. Now I haven't seen in this particular one, but I did take photos for the listing that show if if anyone has cut anything out of it. So I'll show you another one because I'm sure there'll be cutouts in the next one. At first I thought to myself, okay, this is September 1947. This appears to be kind of a circus theme. And I thought, oh, somebody drew a beard on her. And then I'm thinking, well, no, it's probably the bearded lady from the circus. So this is typically what the inside would look like. So there's an index. I just want to see if I can, so it looks like these were printed in Wisconsin. So again, monochrome. So this does have a circus thing going on here. Here are some little pigs. This page is really attractive, or this spread is really attractive. There's, what do they call that when you chase pigs at a fair? This is really an attractive one with all the red. So they're, again, factual stories, science type stories. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here is an example of something that has been cut out. This has part of that person's address ripped out. Here's another comic book type layout. Music. So in this one, okay, there was some puzzles. And again, that could easily be erased, or if you like that sort of used look in your projects, then you're in luck. Okay, I will just show you the rest of the covers. This one is January 1948, and this is obviously they're making popcorn. And again, it blows my mind that this whole thing is a sculpture. So there's that ivy there. There are those little kernels of popcorn that got spilt on the rug. Like, unbelievable. You can see the design in her knit sweater. He's got a bow tie. This is the back cover. In this one, they are, well, I guess they've made oh no, they're on ice. This is some kind of contraption with a sail. And look at the dog. This one looks like, well, somebody's crying. Oh, Looks like they were painting maybe this hot rod or a soapbox derby. And this kid spilled some paint and is crying. Again, the sculptural details are unbelievable. And again, okay, here's an example of something that's been cut out. Here's something that's been cut out. And I think despite the fact, whoever cut this stuff out obviously did a nice, neat job of it. So there is still lots and lots of, you know, unbelievable vintage content that, you know, for a person to use. This kid is playing a tuba, and his dog is listening. I'm surprised he doesn't have his paws over his ears. That can't be very good. Look at that little radio on the windowsill. Something missing there. So I hope you're sufficiently intrigued by these. I know that I wasn't really able to get very much info at all when I Googled it. So these kids are obviously on a dock of some kind. This kid is doing a backstroke. There's a fold in the towel, for heaven's sakes. Unbelievable is all I can say. Something missing here. Something missing there. Okay, then it seems that in 1948, well, okay, this was June 1948, then you can see there's a size difference. This is October 1948. So these, I have two of these. This smaller size is 11 by 8.5, so still not very, you know, still a standard size. This must be a Halloween issue, and again, the detail. That pirate has hoop earrings. There are pumpkin guts. This book is, well, 64 pages, not counting the, so plenty of some coloring, plenty of things to fussy cut and pages to use. And then this one, the final one. Now, this does not say that it's a sculpture. So this is February 1949. So at some point, I guess they stopped doing the sculpture covers. But is this not the sweetest thing you've ever seen? Clearly, this is a Valentine's issue. Something missing there. I don't know if this belongs here or not. Probably not. No. This might belong to that one that's got the missing cover. Or part of the missing cover. So, again, cutouts, but lots and lots of really great content as well. So, those will be listed as choice items. Now, the finale here today is this 1980 Sears Wish Book. It's obviously not sealed, but near as I can tell, there is not a single marking in it. If you remember, there were stocking stuffers in the beginning, different price points. Oh, I guess just $5 and $10 at this point, 1980. This catalog has 523 pages. And look at though, well, I guess there's just one mustache on this page, but that's a trip down memory lane and to see what men's haircuts were looking like back then. And if you haven't, you know, lived through some of the fashion cycles, you can't, like yourself, you can certainly see, well, that's kind of a Tom Selleck type mustache. You can certainly see what was hot back in the day. So, of course, the typical thing, there would be the toys, electronics, probably wishing that you could get those crushed velvet. Is that velvet? Yes, fine sheared European velvet. Too bad those aren't available now, eh? And shears. You know, everything from soup to nuts, really, like tires and appliances. So there is enough, and of course the toys, because it is the wish book. There are enough images here to fussy cut, I would say, until the end of time. This is the index. Boy, you could have bought a $5 gift certificate. Woohoo! Big spender, huh? And applying for a credit card. Does anyone remember those mushroom canisters? I thought I saw a better picture than that in here somewhere. Mushrooms must have had their day because they're on that set of pots. Lamps, games. Oh, candy. Gift wrap. Oh, fruitcake. Wouldn't you like to have your fruitcake come across the country by truck? Apparently these kinds of, okay, how much was that? Oh, it wasn't that cheap back in the day even. So the bigger one was $37. Apparently those things bring big money now. Now there's bound to be some jewelry here somewhere. Coats, ladies' fashions. Oh dear. Okay. I'm sure there should be some jewelry. Ah, yes. Okay, you could have, in 1980, you could have gotten a 10-karat gold charm. Let's just pick one at random here. Oh, I have the wedding rings. Let's see, 20. $35. And that was in 1980 money. Cool. And wedding, like bridal sets. Anyway, I will stop there. I think anyone who was a kid, if you were ever a kid, or if you had kids, you know that the arrival of this year's wish book was a day of joy and dreams and anticipation. And yes, I will have this listed in my Etsy shop. By the time you see this video, obviously these listings will already be in place. I do have one of these that's slightly older, but one good thing at a time. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.